John 11:41. Tulerunt ergo lapidem. Iesus autem, elevatis sursum oculis, dixit, Pater, gratias go tibi, quoniam audiste me. Therefore they removed the stone. But Jesus, with eyes lifted upward, said, Father, thank you that you have heard me. Now the subject of tulerunt is the Jews who were present for the purpose of mourning that we have discussed in the past few verses, and the stone that they removed is the stone that would have covered the face of the cave mentioned a few verses ago. Then after they removed the stone, Jesus began to pray. And interestingly, the text tells us the manner in which he prayed. Elevatis sursum oculis, with uplifted eyes, or with his eyes lifted upward, or more particularly, with his eyes having been lifted upward. This is an ablative absolute construction. Notice the endings we have here, and standing between them we have an adverb, clarifying the manner in which they were raised. Strictly speaking, this is redundant, given the meaning of elevatis, but adverbs to help clarify never hurt. Another point of interest in this phrase is that it actively differs from the underlying Greek text. With what we have here, one would probably expect a genitive absolute construction, but that's not what we have. Rather, we simply have this finite verb, then the direct object, and then the adverb modifying erat. And strictly speaking, the difference between how it's expressed in Greek as opposed to our translation that we have here in Latin is not that different. However, it is notable given the habit of the translator to mimic the Greek insofar as the Latin language will allow it. Lastly, I just wanted to point out this little phrase right here, gratias go tibi. This is the normative way of saying thank you in Latin, so normative in fact that it makes it into most of the Romance languages even today. Perhaps not as the full phrase, usually dropping this and having some variation of gratias. For example, in Spanish it is retained as gracias and in Italian as grazia.